What's going on, everyone? Running a little late today, but so far on the open on the dollar, looks like we're pretty bullish. Looks like we had a pretty good low here, almost a perfect reversal bar, aside from the little tiny wick. So nice little hammer. The second day it popped the 8, came back in, and popped the 8, came back in one more time, right above the 8 this time. That close was the bullish retracement, and then now for today it looks like we're popping up. Look for a pop as that little curve is coming in. See what kind of pop this will give across that 13. Maybe a pop back into support, little throwback after the pop. We'll see what happens. For the week, looks like a double back. You can see the breakdown, bearish retracement, made a bottom, now it's doubling back. See if we can get above previous lows. Ultimately, you want to get above previous highs. So, above the resistance coming in. SPX, see what's going on here. Nothing yet. Yeah, lower high now. We are between resistance and support, so anything outside could come back into support some more. But right now it's in between resistance on the way out and on the way in. Looks like we came into resistance, made a top, came down into the support, resistance, support, made a new opposing point. So now we have a nice little pattern. Everything's in the pattern. So trade outside the pattern. Still looks top heavy to me, but you never know what these things. Could easily break previous high breaks. Look for those flat tops coming in. Look for breaking into previous patterns or previous price ranges. Previous low breaks could take us down into previous support lines. But still above the 8 on a weekly. Always want to stay above the 8. Use 8 as your support all the way up. You can see that trend line matches up with the 8. So there you go. We have a support and resistance lines. Trade outside those lines. Dow Jones. Dow Jones closed that nasty little reversal bar last week. So looking for this to come back in. Also, all you have to do is wait for previous high breaks and to make new highs to negate that, because it did come down all the way past the line and closed all the way above the 8 on a weekly basis. But so is it a hammer or is it a hanging man? Is it going to confirm on the downside? Just look for previous high breaks to confirm it as a hammer. It did close above the 8 last week, above previous highs. So it's got support. Look for previous high breaks if it wants to go. Even today, it's lingering right on support. So let's look at daily. Daily had that same whipping action, came down into support. Now it hit. Now we got a lower high and a whipsaw to boot. But we are between support and resistance. So NASDAQ, looked like NASDAQ just gonna pop. Look for previous high breaks on NASDAQ, closing on its highs. There you go, the 1-2 punch. If this candle closes the week above this candle, then we got a hammer, not a. But right now it is above, confirming. Tomorrow's only Tuesday, so it's got a long way to go. And plus, we still have a high at 51.73. Yeah, 51.73. That's the previous high break. Use the previous high as your support. So we have support now. Previous support is at 5165. But it looks like it's going to crack a whip. Came into a high, came into support, came into support. Now it's trying to break one more time. Look for the whipsaws, look for the throwbacks, make sure you hold support. Use the previous highs as your support once the break happens. Gold. Gold had a great day. For the week, still burning off of that 1-2 punch over the 13. You can see the bottom 3 bar came into the 13, kind of backed off, broke previous highs. Still looking to get up in this area and then make a nice right shoulder. Also, it could go above the 34 and make that right shoulder. That would be awesome. Getting above the 34. 34 is the midline. So I would love to get above the midline between that top half and this bottom half. Get a right shoulder going on that. That would be awesome. But right now I got resistance coming in at 1260. It looks like we might have a little pullback so far, starting tomorrow. But all in all, pretty nice clean break, flat top break right there. Broke, threw back, inverted hammer over support. Previous high break, took a ride. And let's see how the monthly's going. Monthly's above previous highs, above last month's highs, and coming into resistance at, again, 1260. Nice bullish retracement on that monthly chart. Pretty much confirmed now. Just got to keep on going. Silver, same thing on the monthly chart. You got resistance coming in, as you can see. But since it just broke, I'm thinking that it is going to fly by this previous high break. I think it's going to cut right through it. Lots of momentum coming in, especially when it starts building. So we got resistance coming in. I'm hoping for, again, on a weekly chart, come above and consolidate above. So see if we can do it. We got 18 resistance. Looks great. Daily chart looks like it's coming in a little bit. Start off tomorrow's trading. It's coming in the previous candle's range, so we got plenty of support coming in. 1745 or so is where the 8 is sitting, so it can easily come all the way back into support, no problem. We are working with a double top now, so it's got to break intraday highs to get through to break new highs, and getting above that 18 spot would be awesome for the end of the week. Pretty nice bottom pattern. I'm thinking that this was too early to call a right shoulder, as it just blew right through. I'm thinking this is going to be the right shoulder on the weekly chart. That'll be awesome to close the week above that 34. That's the goal. Copper. Copper's having a little back and forth action. So far today for the week, we're closing below the 8, so we want to get a little bit higher above resistance. Stay above that. Stay above the weekly 8. Looks like it came down and bearish retraced. See how this candle either wants to come back into support, could break lines of support and keep going. We did come into a top pretty much a bunch of times, so we do have higher lows coming in. This could just keep going back and forth until it wants to decide. But right now it hit a top, came back in. So far for the week, or on a daily chart, we're holding a double bottom right over support. So hopefully support will hold. That could be just a midline and just make another leg. You never know. Got to keep going. Looks like a bearish retracement right now, but it is above support. Yeah, it looks like it crossed the 8. The longer it waits, the less momentum. So eventually it just falls over. So it's got to make a decision on the upside. But for now, you got it 1, 2, 3, 4 times it hit that top. Lots of resistance right there. So let's see what happens. Looks like it's getting weaker over time. That's all. Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin's going to be breaking out again. Let's get that shorter term. Got 4-hour chart. Looking for previous high breaks on the 4-hour chart. But right now it looks pretty momentous. It's above previous highs over here. Get a nice flat top break. Looks pretty top heavy on the short term. We've got lower highs. We've got a short term trend line that's coming down. So we'll see what happens with that. Could get rejected at any moment. It's a descending triangle on top there on the hourly chart. So we'll see how that pans out. Litecoin. Still waiting for a bottom on this. I got a spike bottom on Litecoin. Got a huge hammer right here. Got another hammer here. So it's been hammer friendly on Litecoin. I'm certainly watching this one for a bottom, as you can tell on a monthly chart. This thing got brutalized. So I'm looking for previous high breaks in and around 0051. Or breaking in the previous lows is what I want to do. I still got support on the way down, but looking for a corner. It's got to turn. It's been stretched beyond belief. There's another hammer coming in for the daily chart. See what happens. This is not the bottom. I'll find it sooner or later. Nice weekly hammer as well. Looking for a bottom. This thing, like I said, got pulled back pretty hard. Eventually they have to snap back. I don't know if it'll be the bottom, but it's going to have to snap back a little bit. So see when that happens. Other than that, let's look at crude. Crude again, through time, it's losing momentum. It's got that rounding top that's lasting forever. It seemed to bounce every time it hits that 8, but right now for the week it looks like it's hugging it on a tether. Oh, we got a 3-bar pattern at the top here too. See if it holds. It's got to hold the line. See that very thin line there. That wasn't a throwback either. That was a lower high. It did break previous highs, but pretty much rejected right there, as it didn't come into previous highs at all. Pretty much bump, rejected, and then continuation. It's at support, so we'll see what happens in the next few days. The 3-bar pattern, it's got to confirm. It's like an evening star right there. Shanghai on a daily, it looks like it's popping over the 34 and consolidating. Look for previous high breaks, as that's a bullish move. Weekly basis, looks like it's coming into resistance. So look at that previous high break. Maybe it can get over the 13 on the weekly. Easy. TNX. Looks like that bearish retracement was true. Came up, came across the 8, bounced off the 13, came into 8 again. That was your bearish retracement, kind of rolled over. We're at support now. See what happens on this. It looks, you got a lower high, and it just might, it looks like a bearish retracement back into 8 and got rejected. So I'm still bearish on this. Nikkei, looks like it came down into support and bounced. Daily. Looks like daily's having a hard time. Came through. Nikkei came in, got rejected, came across, bearish retraced, came here, got bullish all of a sudden, came into a lower high, rejected, came back through the 8, 13, 34, came back in, rejected, Keeps getting rejected on resistance as time is coming. 13 and 8 are crossing the 34, getting weaker and weaker over the top. So now that we crossed the 34, it came into resistance, got rejected, came through, but got rejected, came into resistance, broke previous lows today. So look for previous low breaks, as this might be the top for this one. That's only a daily chart too. It's at support on the weekly, but it's bearish on the daily, so look for previous low breaks as resistance or support lines break down. Coal, wasn't too excited about coal. Looks like a bearish retracement's coming in back into resistance. You can see through time the 8 crossing under the 13 got rejected here at the 13. Now it's churning over. We'll see if previous lines of support hold. We got previous pattern over here, and that if that breaks on through, that'll take us down to 31 or so, down to 30. So if this breaks down, it could take a couple legs down to 30. But that channel over the top broke down so far. It's on the tether on support, that's all. I mean, GDX, what a bomb. Something lit this thing on fire. Looks like we're crossing the 34, the midline. Closing on its highs. Pretty badass. We got resistance coming in at previous highs, previous lows. Let's get above the 34 and hold support. Gather our legs and try again. Pretty nice move from the bottom. All the way up. We got the 8 crossing the 13 now. Hopefully this will consolidate above the 34. Pretty nice, pretty nice. Previous high break. You can see the breakout and the throwback, that nice inverted hammer over support. Previous high breaks, took a ride. It's pretty badass. GDXJ, nice little cruiser right there. We broke out, had a little throwback, a little confusion going on, and then all of a sudden gapped up and ran. Did not look back. Pretty nice move. Right over the 34. So I got resistance coming in at 43.43. Previous lows, I got a double bottom. Previous lows 43.43. 43.43, 43.43. Looks like 43.50 is a good point to keep your eye on for resistance. 43.50. Previous lows. Crossing over resistance, slice right through it. Look for resistance 43 or so. And watch for prices to come back into support. Pretty nice move on GDXJ. Nugget. Looks like Nugget hasn't started yet. So over the midline, or the balance point, excuse me. We want to get all the way up here. Now we got a bottom confirmation. The bottom pattern has been broken. This whole thing has now been switched from a down pattern to an up. The pattern has been broken. So I got resistance coming in at previous highs. I got we're breaking into this whole range now. So I got previous lows at 14.15, previous highs at 15. Between 14 and 15 is probably a good spot. I got definite resistance at 16 where that gap starts. So each dollar, look for resistance. 14, 15, 16 on the way up. I got ultimate resistance at 16. Let's go back to the weekly and see where we need to get above the 34. A long way to go. Looks like above 16 on... So let's break in through this other pattern first. 14, 15, 16, see where we're at. We just broke the midline, or the balance point on that bottom. So now we cracked the whip. Now we're going to come into new resistance lines. See if we can get all the way up. Next couple weeks. This might take a little bit longer. Well, looks good. Looks healthy. Closing on its highs. JNUG, pretty nice mover. Was it up like 20-something% today? Yeah. Closing on its highs again. Bullish, bullish, bullish. We broke into previous lows. Now we're going to ride up the whole pattern into previous resistance, into the next previous lows. So resistance is around 15, 15.50, right in there. We got previous lows. It could just slice right through it. You never know what these things it can do, especially on a long-term bullish, monthly bullish retracement confirmation. You can see the resistance came into support, broke previous highs, broke previous highs. Now I'm looking at a flat top break at 20. Oh no, 20 is way up here. Saudi. Looking for this. Guess that doesn't matter. That was our balance point, I think. We got previous lows at 15. Monthly chart. JNUG. But like I said earlier, on this bullish cross into support, it's likely to come back into its previous, or its natural course of return, which is at 24 or so. It's going to be a big one. Daily, you can see that flat top. Pretty nice move. There's a huge reverse head and shoulders. That right shoulder broke. And there you go. Perfect pattern on that bottom on the JNUG. It's pretty badass actually. Nothing exciting there. URRE, let's see if we can catch support on this. Look for previous high breaks, you might catch it. Little cross above the 8, maybe, on a daily chart. But it just bounced off the support. Look for a confirmation on the previous highs. 2 o'clock. UEC, looks like it's lost momentum. Came into a double top, came across. That's going to do one of these things until it grabs support, whenever that's going to be. AG, nice previous high break. Now we got support at the ultimate high over here, confirming the down pattern. The bottom pattern is reverse head and shoulders broke. So now we got an up angle. Previous high breaks as support. Coming into resistance in and around 11:30. 11 into 11:30, all the way up. Lots of resistance all the way up. Between 12 and 13 is resistance. I got a previous high break coming in at where we're at now. So hopefully that'll keep going. I got previous highs over here. And then all the way up to 12 again. Coming into previous lows. Coming into the previous range. All the way up to 12 it looks like. See if it can do it. Monthly chart. Nice cross above the 34, back into support. Now we're bouncing. We got resistance at 11 on the monthly, previous highs. Like I said before though, I think that first resistance line will just get ripped right apart and keep going. So next line of resistance is in and around 12. So there we go. USLV, 3 times silver. Looks a previous high break. Nice reverse head and shoulders off the bottom. Broke the neckline. Went up, came back into support and just gapped on the open. Breaking in the previous lows. I got resistance at 16. And then at 17. See where it wants to go. I don't think this one's gotten started yet. Looks like we got resistance coming in at 1850. It's got to break into previous lows first. I'm going to ride that range all the way into resistance. See what happens. Another silver. That one's running. Nice previous high break on that weekly chart. BGZ. Let's see if this is breaking out of a channel yet. Almost there. Look at that J curve. It's going to get a pop. GFI. Weekly previous high breaks coming in. NAK. Looks like it's holding 3. Pretty nice run. This probably needs a while to consolidate. You never know, but I try not to guess on these tops. I mean, it's highly extended, but as we know, they can keep going. I got support on a weekly chart in and around 237. Looks like Cliffs is coming into a price pinch. Needs to make a decision whether up or down. We got support as a 13, resistance as a 8. See if it'll break above the 8. KGC looks like it's coming into resistance now, closing on its highs. So does it have any push for the rest of the week to get above 34? Pretty nice. Use the previous highs as your support. I got breaking into previous lows over here. It's gonna got resistance at 4. So looks like 420. 420 and above, you'll be breaking into the next range. That'd be nice. Let's see what kind of pop we can get off of this. Pretty nice clean break. Coming into resistance. SVBL. Watching this one on a weekly chart. It came down under the 34, busted across, came across and supported. Looking for previous high breaks on SVL. Goro. Nice flat top break today. Beautiful. All of them are looking the same. Look for previous lows as your resistance. This one's coming into resistance. Look for a flat top break. Came into resistance, came into support, now it's popping. This could come back and forth for a little while. You never know what's going to happen. But look for a definite throw over the top there. Nice left shoulder, nice head, nice right shoulder, very quick like. That looks pretty cool. Look for flat top breaks on that. Pretty easy call right there. This one could be pretty interesting, as previous high breaks could be pretty soon ultimate breaks, making all-time highs. AUI, do we come in a bottom on this? Looks like it. Looks like a previous high break. Left, right shoulder, very quick on the right over here. Let's see if we can get this into another line of resistance as we break through this whole line of this whole price range. See how we break into previous lows and then we ride up the previous range. Then we got resistance at the next stop at 4. HL. Longer term, these are all looking good too. You got to remember those flat top breaks on a monthly. Flat top breaks coming in. Flat top breaks coming in. ABX flat top break is confirmed so far this week. GG flat top breaks. They all look pretty good. We might have a great month, and it's just beginning, I think. There's a flat top break coming in on that one. Hemp, I think this one needs to, cannabis, I think this needs to rest for a bit. Can't be for sure. Oh, it's in a price pinch. So I'd have to decide whether or not it wants up or down here real shortly. Being that it's already popped, and it popped again, I don't know if this is going to pop or just fall over and gather its legs and try again. Never know. PVG, I think this is the last one. Previous high breaks, nice. Look for the all-time breaks. That's going to be a nice flat top break right there. Nice bullish retracement back into support. Previous high breaks. That setup is always what I'm looking for right there. And that's a long-term chart right there. Just beautiful. That's it. I think the rest of these are just a bunch of Bitcoin. But thanks for watching. Sorry it's so late, but I had a whole bunch of stuff to do today, and I never got through any of it. So please comment, share, let me know what's going on out there. Look for those previous high breaks, sell into resistance, set your alerts. I got resistance at silver monthly at 1850, all the way up to 26. Could get interesting. Looks like we're turning a little pullback on gold and silver, but we'll see how the morning pans out. I'll see you guys.